Hello everyone, this is Beepo16A. You're with me outside today, and we're going to do a little review on not the seal pup, but the Gerber suspension multi-tool. About the Gerber suspension, this multi-tool is $40 at Target right now, and it's actually a really good multi-tool for the price. It is a spring-loaded. It has spring-loaded pliers, and all of the tools are locking. And they lock pretty solidly. Especially, I just cleaned and oiled it last night, so they lock all really well. I guess let's go over the tools. You've got your not your flat edge, but your non-serrated knife, and this knife is really sharp. Out of the box, it was probably sharper than this Schrade X-Timer knife, so they did a really good job sharpening that. And it still has a retained an edge. It's still pretty sharp, even though I've used it to cut through like aluminum cans and plastic bottles and stuff. It's still a little bit, but overall it's still a sharp blade. You have your flathead screwdriver. That's pretty standard, and all these tools lock, like I said. And all the screwdrivers are not universal fit, but they try to choose the most common driver head size. And this is the saw blade, and this saw blade is very effective. It has the double rows of serrations, and so with very little movement, you're creating a lot of friction against the surface, and you take off a lot of surface with a very short stroke. And this saw blade chews right through thick branches. Let's see if I can find something to demonstrate this. Overall, that demonstration probably wasn't the best, but I really like the saw blade. It's a great saw blade. And then you also have on this side a Phillips head screwdriver, which is also most common or universal sized. The locking mechanism locks strongly. If you deploy a blade, it does not wiggle either way, and then it locks automatically upon opening. So you just pull back on the little tabs and it folds right back in. But it does not lock closed, so you don't have a problem flipping it open. On this side we have the Serrated Blade, which is also really nice serrations. The low and 2-to-1 ratio Serrated Blade creates a very smooth movement, and it cuts smoothly without too much drag or friction against whatever you're cutting, which seems to be a problem with serrated blades like this, with very sharp and prominent serrations. I don't know why or what good this kind of serration is, because even on wood, those serrations are just too prominent to really cut well. But that'll be a review for later on that Schrade knife. So yeah, you have your serrated blade, which is also extremely sharp. This one's more sharp than the flat blade, just because I have not used it as much. I haven't had an opportunity or a reason to use a serrated blade as much. Here you have the can opener / bottle opener. Yeah, so pretty normal. Next is a smaller flathead screwdriver, and then you also have these scissors, which are also really sharp. These are nice scissors. They have a good weight behind them. You can cut through pretty thick material with these, and they cut through paper like scissors should. They're good. They're a good pair of scissors. This is a cool little feature. It's a lanyard loop, So if you don't have the nylon sheath that it comes with, which by the way it did come with a nylon sheath, but I just keep it in my SOG nylon. It does come with a lanyard loop, so you can put some paracord to make a necklace or make a belt hook or anything, and that also locks in place. So you can have your blade out and that out, and they don't interfere just by the way that they place the lanyard loop. And that's all the tools it has. It has a good amount of tools for only $40, and it looks cool. It's Gerber, and the blades are sharp. Moving on to the pliers. These are spring-loaded pliers, which is really not a common thing for multi-tools that are this cheap, which makes it really nice. They're needle-nosed, which also makes it really nice. And they have the grip section for round objects such as bolts and nuts and things that require that kind of circular torque. And then it also has wire cutters, which work well. I know that this is just a stick and just the regular pliers would crush it, but just for the sake of fun, yeah, it just snapped it right in half. This is a really good multi-tool, only $40. They seem to put a lot of stuff into it, make it a nice multi-tool. Nice blades, spring-loaded pliers, a good variety of tools, and needle nose, which is great. And it comes with a sheath, so for under $50, I would recommend this multi-tool to anyone. It's well-rounded, it's nice looking, and it's made by a quality company. So that has been my review of the Gerber suspension multi-tool, and I've got more reviews on the way. I've got a SOG seal pup coming up, a couple artisan knives, and the Serrated X Timer 2. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment, suggestion in the comment section, like and subscribe, and this has been Vipo69. Thank you for watching.